This week we follow the endeavours of two brothers, Paul and Barry Chuckle, as they turn their backs on the rat race and set up home here, away from it all.
Well, it's like this. Barry and I thought it was time we did something completely different with our lives. Something out of the ordinary, didn't we? Tell the lady, Barry.
The name's Ruth.
No, it's definitely Barry, but yeah.
That's my name.
Really?
Now, aren't you concerned that one or two people might think you're a little bit odd?
No.
Because more than that, I think we're a little bit odd already.
I don't think odd is the right word.
Peculiar, then?
Paul and Barry offered to show me round their new home and fill me in on exactly what they're intending to do.
We thought we'd like to start up a small cottage industry.
Oh, really? Making what?
Small cottages?
Pottery. Get the door, Barry.
Oh, right.
Thanks.
Mind the step.
Thought I told you to take care of that step.
I did. That's why I put it inside.
For Paul and Barry, this property is a symbol of all their dreams. Well, there's certainly a lot of scope for improvement.
Mostly cosmetic, though. Barry's going to do the decorating after.
Is it after I put the step outside?
Yes.
Sorry about that. We've got a bit of a leak.
Ooh, so your lights don't work?
That's right. No electricity.
Wouldn't that be a bit of a problem?
No, I've thought about that carefully.
Uh-huh. And?
Barry will fix it later.
Is that after I've done the decorating, moved the step and fixed the leak?
Yes. And fitted a new bathroom. Would you like me to show you around the rest of the property?
It'd be lovely, if it's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all. After you.
Thank you. So this will be your workshop?
Yes. I like to think of it as my studio.
And I like to think of it as an old shed.
Well, there's plenty of scope for improvement again.
Yes, but basically, the building is solid. Some 50 years old, you know.
They don't build them like they used to.
You'll soon fix that. Now, this is where we'll soon be producing our unique style of pottery. Or rather, I will.
Right, and while your brother's doing that, what will you be doing?
I'll be,
Seeing to things. Fix that, Barry.
Oh!
It's a bright and early start for the brothers. They've got a lot to do before they can turn their dream into a reality. Due to a lack of usable materials and to save as much money as possible, Barry has plumped for a temporary roof repair using that age-old material, thatch. While Barry puts up the scaffold to fix the guttering, Paul puts his mind to the water supply. Paul has very particular views on the right way to run a project such as this.
You see, I tend to let Barry do all the menial jobs. Well, he's not really up to anything too complicated, you see. Which is why I'm going to let him nowhere near the pottery equipment until it's fully working properly and...
Paul lets me handle all the menial jobs. Well, all of the jobs, actually. I think it's because he can't handle anything too complicated.
As work continues, Paul takes delivery of his vital pottery equipment.
After making all the necessary repairs and starting the renovation work on the property, I've decided to install a solar energy system.
What are you doing?
Do you mind? This is my video diary. It's private. You'll get your turn later. I'm telling the viewers what I'm going to do. Off you go. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I've designed a system which will power the house and the studio out of nothing but scrap materials found around the croft and sunshine. There we are. The Chuckle Patent Solar Power Unit. Perfect.
Many hands make light work, eh?
That's right. All we need now is a bit of sunshine and Bob's your uncle. All the power we need.
Between you and me, I often ask Paul where he gets his big ideas from. And he tells me he gets his big ideas from his big head.
I heard that.
The Chuckle Patent Solar Power Unit proves to be more efficient than even Paul envisaged. And there's another problem.
Not only can't we switch the power off, but the cable Paul insists is long enough to collect the electric to the pottery studio isn't. Long enough, that is. Apparently there's plenty. See? It won't reach. I told you. And that's all we've got. We could move the panels.
No need. I measured this out to the last millimetre. I'm certain it'll reach.
How?
By the simple application of Newton's third principle.
What's that?
Told you. Well, I've finally managed to get the electricity connected, which means we've now got power to the studio. So I can safely say we can see light at the end of the tunnel. Ready?
Last time we were here, we heard what Paul and Barry were hoping to achieve. But are they still as enthusiastic about the project? Or do they think they may have bitten off a little bit more than they can chew? Well, you seem to be making excellent progress.
We are.
Should we go inside?
Certainly.
Thank you. Mind the step?
Oh, no. Barry moved it.
Oh!
I put it in there.
Well, we haven't done a lot in here yet, except splash a bit of paint on the walls. Oh, and I fixed the door handle. I did it myself.
Shouldn't it be on that side of the door?
Ah.
We've also fixed the leaky roof and we've put in a new toilet, wash basin and bath.
Oh, and the light switch. May I?
Feel free.
And the shower. Sort of.
Well, it's taken a while, but I've finally got my pottery making equipment up and running and ready to go.
These look a little bit like disco decks.
Ah, well, yes, to the untrained eye, but this is highly specialised equipment as designed by myself.
Really?
Pottery was a natural choice for my business. My great-grandfather, Erasmus Chuckle, was a very famous potter. I don't know much about his work, but he was famous for inventing the smallest chamber pot in the world, which isn't a lot to go on, but I take my inspiration from people like Wedgwood, Clarice, Cliff, Richard, and...
Uncle Clem.
Uncle Clem was a porter, not a potter.
Sorry.
Too dry. Ah, there you are. We're going to need more clay than that.
Where am I going to get it from?
Where do you think? Dig it up.
It's lunchtime, and I'm in the process of knocking up some eggy toast. What you do is take 2 eggs, add some salt and pepper, and then beat it. All you do then is take a piece of bread, dip it in the mix, and fry it.
What are you doing?
Making lunch.
You're not complaining, are you, about having to dig clay?
No, but now you come to mention it.
Good, because we need to discuss any little grievance amongst ourselves and come to a mutually acceptable agreement.
I'm all for that.
Right, let's do it. Now, come on, I want me dinner, and I don't want to see any hairs in it either.
Well, it's been a few days since our last visit, and I reckon it's going to be really interesting to see how things have moved along. You never know, we may be in for a surprise.
Hello.
Hi. So you've been hard at it for 3 days now. Has everything turned out the way you hoped and expected?
It's exactly as I expected.
Well, you're very organised. But what about your pots?
Oh, come and see for yourself. Here we are.
Wow. Are these all yours?
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah, it's all my own work.
Yeah, he's responsible for everything you see.
And your studio is so clean. It's almost like it's never been used.
Well, I do like to clean up after myself. Can't stand working in messy conditions.
Now this puts me in mind of William Moorcroft.
Really? He must have been in very funny shape.
Hong Kong?
That's my trade name.
Really? Now how would you feel about throwing a pot for me here and now?
No problem.
Oh, I think she meant...
Oh, yeah, I see. I'll show you. Oh, sorry about that. You might have better standing over here.
Oh, I'll wipe it off for you.
Sorry, it's just the machine getting up to speed.
It's trickier than it looks.
Leave it, it's a designer jacket. I'll have it dry cleaned.
Don't blame me, you moved. Sorry, I should have told you about that.
I think this is a good point to leave until the next, hopefully more successful programme.
Where did you get the clay?
I dug a hole over there.
Oh, oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's certainly room for improvement again.
Yes, but basically, that's it. Well, the application of Newton's third symphony.
That's easy for you to say.
You could have been, couldn't it, if I got it
Yes.
right? Sorry about this. Same, every time. No electricity.
Wouldn't that be a bit of a problem?
No, you've broken that, though. That's the problem with the last